Welcome to the Deep Dive. We're the show that takes a pile of interesting sources and really tries to pull out the key insights for you, our listeners. Today, we're setting course for a really fascinating destination, the future of intelligence itself. We're going deep on this evolving frontier, where human smarts meet artificial intelligence. And the big question, the one everyone's asking, is AI going to replace us? Or is it something different, something that works with us? And to guide us, we've got this, truly unique source. It's called Captaining the AI, a Starfleet guide to human AI augmentation. Yeah, you heard that right, Starfleet. It uses Star Trek as the whole framework, a guide to leading your digital crew. Okay, let's unpack this.
Yeah, it's a great analogy. And our mission today really is to distill what this guide tells us about partnering effectively with AI.
Right.
Think of it like a Starfleet captain learning to work with their crew, their officers. We're exploring how we navigate this new AI frontier, making sure it's an ally. It's less theory, more kind of practical blueprint.
Okay, so the first thing that jumps out from this guide, foundational, really. It says the future isn't AI replacing humans, not at all. Instead, it's about building this powerful alliance, a symbiosis almost between our human wisdom and AI's, incredible processing power.
Exactly. It reframes the whole debate, doesn't it? Moves it away from just fear towards collaboration.
It really does.
And the guide is very clear on the distinct strengths. AI, it says, excels at reckoning.
Reckoning. What does that mean exactly in this context?
Well, it's more than just crunching numbers. It's about taking in just unbelievable amounts of data speeds we can't even imagine. And then, this is key, finding patterns hidden deep inside. Things humans would just miss. Think of it like hyper-intuition, but purely data-driven. Like data from Star Trek, right? You can compute anything.
Right, pure logic and computation.
But that contrasts with human wisdom. That's our judgment, our ethics, our intuition. It's the ability to see not just what is, but what ought to be. It includes all that messy, emotional, ethical stuff that AI, even data, struggled with. He knew everything, but he was always trying to understand human nuance, morality. That's the captain's role.
Like Picard making the final call, weighing things data couldn't.
Precisely. Picard needed data's analysis, but the decision, especially the tough moral ones, rested on human shoulders.
Okay, so we have AI for reckoning, humans for wisdom. How does the guide say these actually work together? You mentioned the Star Trek bridge.
Yeah, the Enterprise bridge is the perfect metaphor it uses. It shows this synthesis in action.
Right, everyone has a role.
Exactly. Picard's calm deliberation, his experience, his ethical compass. You combine that with Data's lightning-fast analysis, his knowledge base. Together, they make better decisions than either could alone. It's what Dye calls the perfect synthesis.
So the balance is critical.
Absolutely crucial. The guide warns about imbalance. AI without human values. That could lead to cold, maybe ruthless efficiency. Outcomes that are technically optimal, but undesirable ethically.
We've seen hints of that already, right? With autonomous systems maybe making choices that lack a moral core.
Exactly. And the flip side is humans without AI help. We just drown in data, in complexity. We make less effective choices because we can't see the whole picture. So their mission, together, is navigating uncertainty, tackling complexity. It's a true frontier.
Like Picard ordering his tea, but also asking Data for probabilities.
Yes. Tea Earl Grey, hot, and the probability of mission success, Data, that captures it perfectly. Human command guiding AI analysis.
Okay, clear vision. So let's beam down from the Enterprise. How does this alliance play out practically? How do we, engage our AI crew now?
The guide gives some really good concrete examples. Think about logistics.
Okay, warehouses, deliveries.
Right. AI dashboards can optimize everything. Routes, demand prediction, inventory. It's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
But it's the human manager who sets the priorities. Who draws the ethical lines, maybe for worker schedules, or handles unexpected stuff. A natural disaster hits the supply chain. AI might suggest a route, but a human has to manage the real-world chaos.
So AI optimizes, humans contextualize and decide.
You got it. Or healthcare, another big one. Doctors are using AI now to help predict patient outcomes. It analyzes millions of records, complex models, finds subtle patterns that might show disease risk or the best treatment path. It could be revolutionary for diagnosis.
But the doctor is still central.
Absolutely. The human judgment tailors that AI insight to the individual patient, their specific needs, their values, their life situation. And it's the human doctor who provides empathy, understands fear, discusses options in a way that resonates. The AI provides data, the human provides care.
So it sounds like the guide really positions AI as this incredible amplifier for our intelligence, not a replacement decision maker.
That's the core idea. It amplifies. It doesn't replace the final judgment.
How does that change our responsibility then?
Well, it shifts it towards leadership. The guide is really strong on this. Like Starfleet officers, we need to train ourselves to lead these AI tools. We have to stay in charge, make sure the tools serve our goals, our values, not the other way around. It's about agency.
Maintaining control.
Exactly. As they'd say on the bridge, the right tool for the right mission, number one. It implies discernment, choosing how and when to use the tool.
Which leads directly to maybe the trickiest part, what the guide calls the captain's dilemma. When do you trust the AI's recommendation, and when do you absolutely need that human override? Because AI isn't perfect.
Not even close. That's the absolute crux of it. AI can crunch millions of variables, see patterns we'd never spot, market trends, scientific stuff. Amazing.
Yeah.
But it has no moral compass, no real understanding of context, of ethics. That's uniquely human territory.
So we have to question it.
Constantly. The guide points to Picard's leadership again. Questioning the computer, questioning data wasn't just okay, it was essential. The logical answer isn't always the right one, or the ethical one.
Right, like the most efficient drone route might be over a park, or the best medical outcome ignores what the patient actually wants.
Exactly, those kinds of things.
Yeah.
The guide quotes Picard saying something like, there are times, number one, when even the most advanced computer requires the human element. And that really makes us think, doesn't it? How do we build systems, processes that bake in that human oversight, that acknowledge AI's limits?
Yeah, absolutely. It's a fascinating parallel the guide draws, too, with Data's journey, these lessons from Data. His whole quest to understand humanity kind of mirrors our challenge now, right? Integrating AI without losing ourselves.
It really does. Today's AI, I mean, it can mimic knowledge, simulate reasoning incredibly well, write text, make art, code. It's astonishing, but it's still mimicry. It doesn't have genuine insight or creativity from imagination or real empathy. It can process, but it doesn't feel or imagine like we do.
So our role, our captaincy, is to guide it.
Exactly. Guide its growth, guide its application using our human values, our imagination, our sense of responsibility. That's critical. Like the guide says, in his quest to be more human, Data reminds us what humanity truly means. It really puts the focus back on us.
So if that's the goal, what kind of Starfleet training do we need for us, for society, heading into this AI era? What skills matter most?
Well, the guide argues for a pretty big shift in workforce development. Less focus purely on the technical, more on the uniquely human stuff.
Like what specifically?
Things like ethical reasoning, that nuanced judgment AI lacks, creative problem solving, real innovation, not just data crunching, and emotional intelligence. Yeah. Hugely important for collaboration, for leadership, for managing these complex human AI teams.
So it's about doubling down on what makes us human.
Precisely. And the guide makes this really neat distinction, captaincy versus operation. It means we need to move beyond just learning how to use AI, like pushing the buttons. We need to learn how to command it. That involves a strategic oversight, knowing how to collaborate effectively, knowing when to step in, when to trust, when to override.
It's a leadership skill, basically.
Absolutely. And it requires continuous learning, like Starfleet cadets always adapting to new tech. The quote nails it. At Starfleet Academy, we don't just learn to operate technology, we learn to command it. We stay in the captain's chair.
But there's a warning in there too, isn't there? The guide brings up the Borg.
Oof, yes. The ultimate cautionary tale from Star Trek.
You will be assimilated. Resistance is futile. Chilling stuff when you think about AI.
It really is. And the guide uses them deliberately. It's a warning about losing our individuality, our agency to technology. It's not just jobs. It's about our decision-making being slowly eroded, our human perspective getting lost in some cold, logical collective.
So the goal is augmentation, not assimilation.
Exactly. AI augmentation must empower us. It can't reduce us to just cogs. We need to position AI as a trusted officer, a valuable crew member, not some rogue drone taking over.
Like Picard holding on to his humanity against the Borg.
Yes. That resistance, that assertion of human values and judgment is vital. AI serves us, not the other way around. We have to protect that human spark.
So, bringing it all together, looking ahead, what's the ultimate vision? How do we boldly go forward with AI as a true partner?
Well, what's really fascinating is this idea of collaborative synthesis. That's the peak, according to the guide. You merge Human judgment, our ethics, intuition, creativity, empathy with AI analysis. It's data processing, pattern finding, prediction.
The best of both worlds.
Exactly. And when you integrate those properly, you get enhanced decision-making, way better than either could do alone. It lets us tackle bigger problems, explore new frontiers, innovation, ethics, discover. Think of the doctor example again. AI assists, human cares, logistics. AI optimizes, human oversees ethically. It's like the enterprise crew, diverse talents working together.
Yeah. Okay, so it's a powerful vision. What does this all mean then for you, the listener, for your work, your life, navigating this AI wave?
The guide ends with this call to action, right? Your mission as an AI captain.
Yeah, it becomes very personal. 3 key things for your mission brief, if you like. First, embrace AI augmentation, but do it with wisdom, courage, and balance. Know its power, use it well, but don't lose sight of your own human strength.
Okay, embrace wisely.
Second, lead with human judgment. Your ethics, your values must guide how AI is used. Be the captain setting the moral compass.
Lead ethically, got it.
And third, captain your AI crew to boldly go where neither could venture alone. Use this partnership to unlock new possibilities, solve bigger challenges, create a better future. Enhanced by tech, not defined by it.
It really comes down to that final command from the guide, doesn't it? Make it so. So the question for you is, how will you make it so? In your life, in your work, how will you step into that role, the captain of your own AI crew? What really stood out to you from this deep dive into the Starfleet guide, and how will it shape your next steps?